Peter B, Labour Party say religious war audio is fake and doctored, threatening legal action. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. As part of a grand design, the circulating a fake doctored audio call, and no time throughout the campaign did Mr. P2B ever say, think, or even imply that the 2023 election is or was a religious war. Presidential candidate P2B and the Presidential Campaign Council of his party, the Labour Party, have described as fake and doctored the leaked audio of the conversation between Mr. B and the founder of Living Faith Church, David Oyedepo. In separate statements, they also threatened to take legal action against the newspaper People Gazette, which first published the audio. Mr. B made his stance in a series of tweets Wednesday night. Let me reiterate that the audio call being circulated is fake and at no time throughout the campaign, and now did I ever say, think, or even imply that the 2023 election is or was a religious war, he wrote. The opposition candidate alleged that there was an attempt to manipulate Nigerians against him. The attempt to manipulate Nigerians is very sad and wicked. Our legal team have been instructed to take appropriate legal actions against People Gazette and others. Also, in a statement issued by Tanko Yunusa, the chief spokesperson of the BDC Campaign Council on Wednesday, it described the leaked audio in circulation as a fake doctored audio call. It emphasized that at no time throughout the campaign did Mr. Obi ever describe the 2023 election as a religious war. As part of a grand design to circulating the fake doctored audio call, at no time throughout the campaign did Mr. P2B ever say or think or even imply that the 2023 election is or was a religious war. It is very sad and wicked, the attempt to manipulate Nigerians, Mr. Yunusa wrote. Our legal team has been instructed to take appropriate legal actions against People's Gazette and all that. Last Saturday, and the social media space, especially Twitter, was awash with controversy over a leaked telephone conversation now dubbed Yes Daddy between Mrs. Obi and Oyedepo. In the audio clip, Mr. B was heard asking Mr. Oyedepo to help spread his campaign message to Christians in the southwestern parts of the north central. While repeatedly addressing the cleric as daddy, the Labour Party standard bearer told Mr. Oyedepo that the just concluded presidential election was a religious war. Daddy, I needed to speak to your people in the southwest and Kwara, the Christians in the southwest and Kwara, Mr. B was heard saying in the leaked audio tape. This is a religious war, he added. Mr. Oyedepo responded, I believe that. And Mr. B on the other side of the phone said, if this works, you people will never regret the support. Or after the audio was released by People Gazette, fact-checkers of the FIG investigated the audio and concluded that it was original and not doctored. Ahead of the presidential election, critics of Mr. B have accused him of playing politics of ethnicity and religion, which he lost but challenged in court. Mr. B came third in the election, but he and Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party, who came second, is challenging the victory of Bola Tinubu of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. Mr. B has denied policies of religion and ethnicity and asked his critics to provide evidence. The leaked file appears to have been substantiated the position of the critics. Meanwhile, Kenneth Okonkwo and the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council PCC spokesperson and Valentine Obenyema spokesperson for Mr. B's Sunday confirmed the authenticity of the audio but gave a different interpretation of the conversation. Read Labour Party's full statement. Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council press release. Disturbing emerging development in Nigeria. 1. We continue to thank all Nigerians, especially the youth, and obedience as they remain focused on the core mission of a new Nigeria that is possible even after the presidential election of 25th February 2023. 2. Before, throughout, and after the campaign, it is on record that Mr. Peter maintained his commitment and focus on issues-based campaigns about a new Nigeria. That is possible. A shift of emphasis from consumption to production. A new Nigeria characterized by inclusion, justice, equity, fairness, and prosperity. He repeatedly stated that no one should vote for him based on tribe or religion, but rather on the assessment of character, competence, capacity, credibility, and compassion you can trust to create a new Nigeria. 3. Most unfortunately, in the past few weeks, Mr. P2B, the Labour Party presidential candidate, and the February 25th, 2023 presidential election has been contacted by associates, elder statesmen, family and friends with concerns for his personal safety. These concerns have increased intensely in the last few days as immense pressure has been mounted directly on Mr. B to leave the country. no doubt from sources allied to the All Progressive Congress APC and its agents in the security services. Mr. B has been repeatedly and categorically told that he has a choice to leave the country or face the prospect of being arrested on false charges of inciting insurrection in the country. 4. It is difficult to fathom and indeed unfortunate and regrettable that state institutions have become part of a well-calculated, deliberate and orchestrated campaign of calumny by the All Progressive Congress to discredit and delegitimize Mr. Peter Obi and compel him to abandon his right to seek redress in court following the outcome of the last election, which was adjudged both locally and internationally to have failed to meet any standard of credibility or fairness. As part of a grand design, they are circulating a fake doctored audio call, and no time throughout the campaign did Mr. Peter Obi ever say, think, or even imply that the 2023 election is or was a religious war. It is very sad and wicked the attempt to manipulate Nigerians. Our legal team has been instructed to take appropriate legal actions against People's Gazette and others. 6. Despite the public denunciation of the fake audio call, its content have been translated to other Nigerian languages and circulated in most parts of northern Nigeria, and some of the Muslim clerics deceived and instigated to use the contents for their sermon at various mosques during the regional Friday prayers. This is a dangerous development at a time when the All Progressive Congress-led government and the All Progressive Congress Party, which have been awarded undeserved and unfair victory, should be more concerned in addressing the ethnic and religious frictions unfortunately created by the outcome of the elections. 7. Yet unsatisfied but determined to cause more problem, Mr. Lai Mohammed, who fancies himself as modern-day Goebbels, is on a tour of some selected countries to present an alternative story about the 2023 discredited election, and from his first statement in Washington have assumed the role of a court by stating that Mr. B has no pathway to victory. This is a direct intimidation of the courts and a waste of taxpayers' money, Nigeria's money. 8. There are many more campaigns of calumny against Mr. P to be planned for the near future, both before and during the court process. However, we want to make it clear to the All Progressive Congress Party and the All Progressive Congress-led government and its agents that Mr. P to be a widely traveled man has no intention to leave the country at this time, irrespective of the pressure on him and his family. He determined, as he had stated in his first and only press conference after the election, to challenge the outcome of the election, and the process has begun. It is his fundamental right. 9. While we call on all concerned Nigerians and the international community to caution the All Progressive Congress and the All Progressive Congress-led government to stop the nasty attacks, Mr. Peter Obi's focus and commitment to lawfully and peacefully retrieve our mandate to secure and unite our nation, take Nigeria from consumption to production, pull millions of Nigerians out of multidimensional poverty, especially in the north, and jumpstart prosperity through agricultural, industrial, and technological revolution remains unchanged. You know, I don't hear more from Labour Party, Labour Party spokesmen. They don't talk. I beg, I have kept saying it. If we don't build our tongue, this crisis will degenerate, and it is not going to be nice for any of the parties involved. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.